Today, Wednesday, the 16th of April 2025, we have some handpicked match prediction to share with you, which of course will be backed up by some stats and analytics to help you make your picks in the list to boost your winning by a greater percent. And before we proceed to the event of today, we want to say congratulations based on yesterday's event for we registered high win rate. And to those of you who want to have access to our handpick event, especially the games we shared to members only in terms of corner kicks, goal probability with the highest win rate and high odds to take your winning to the next level, as well as having access to our top-notch match tutorial classes to start to take your winning to the next height, then you want to make sure to subscribe to the level 2 pro plan or the level 3 master plan to have access to these features, as well as our handpick event to take your winning to the next level. To those of you who want to join, the link is below this video. You want to make sure to navigate that link, click and subscribe as a member to start to have access to these features. So without wasting time, let's look at the event of today. But before we proceed, I want to share yesterday's event before looking at the games of today. So let's proceed to the games of yesterday which we shared. Let's proceed. Congratulations based on yesterday's event. The event on yesterday's games were excellent. In fact, we registered 100% win rate, and of course also to our members, we also had good wins for all the games we shared based on corner kicks events were successful. And on this list, I will share with you all the events we shared both for members only as well as the games for the general public, and I will distinguish which of them were given to members as well as the games we all had. So looking at the first game, let's look at all the results. We looked at China in the Super League. Qingdao West Coast against Shandong Taishan. This was a members only match prediction picks, and we gave this to members in terms of corner kicks, stating that the away team Shandong Taishan is going to have between 2 to 4 corner kicks, and it is exactly 4 corner kicks, and we specified that let our member go for the away team to have 2.5 corners in full time or 3.5 corner kick in full time. All cases were true, making it a huge success, and the odd was good. Congratulations, it was successful. In the next, we looked at Armenia in the first league, Ararat against Bikama 2, and we stated that Bikama 2 is going to lead, as well as the possibility of at least 1.5 goals in full time. All cases were true, making it successful. Congratulations. In the next, we looked at England in the Professional Developmental League. We looked at Millwall against Krill, and we said that in this event, there will be 1.5 and 2.5 goals. All cases were true. Congratulations, it was successful. In the next, we looked at Latvia in the Veseliga, where we looked at Grobina against ROFS. We stated that there will be the possibility of 1.5 goal and 2.5 goals in full time for this event. It ended as 4 against 1. A total of 5 goals were scored, making it successful. Congratulations. In the next event, we looked at England in the League 2. We looked at Salford against Doncaster in this event. We looked at corner kick for Salford. And looking at this, of course, we looked at the fact that the away team, Doncaster, is going to have between 2 to 4 corners. And we said that you should go for 2.5 corner kick. It was a members only match prediction pick. And we looked at 2.5 corner kick and 3.5 corner kick for the away team, which was Doncaster. It ended up having 4 corners, as you can see here, making all the cases to be true. Congratulations. In the next, we looked at in the Champions League Dortmund against Barcelona, and here it was also a members only match prediction picks, and we look at corner kicks 6.5 or 7.5. It is still running. It's the 84 minutes of the game, and let's look at the number of corner kicks we had. It was a members only match prediction pick. You can see this is already 10 corner kicks, making all the cases to be successful. We stated that there will be high number of corner kicks here. If you went for 6.5, the odd was 1.25. Congratulations. 7.5 corners, the odd was better, about 1.45. And now we had a total of 10 corners. It was the members only match prediction pick. It was successful. Congratulations. That is why you need to also join a membership package plan, either the level 2 pro plan or the level 3 master, to have access to handpick event, especially for corner kicks like this, so that you can include in your slip. We don't share this to the general. We only give it to members only. So we want to make sure to also join to become a member to have our corner kick prediction event, to start including it in your slip and take your winning to the next level. So these were the events we shared to all of you. All were successful. Congratulations to you all. And now let's proceed to the games we have for today. Let's proceed. Now let's look at the event of today, which we have to share. But before we proceed, I have a quick announcement to make. If you come here to the front page of our channel here in this section labeled as the home, you're going to see that there are members only match prediction picks. Games in terms of the upcoming events, 6 games, 12 games, 15 games with high odds, which we share to members only. For you to access the members only match prediction picks with the highest win rate and goal probability, as well as corner kick events we share to members only, then you want to make sure to subscribe to the level 2 pro plan or the level 3 master plan to have access to members only match prediction picks to take your winning to the next height. To those of you who want to join, the link is below this video description. Navigate and click to join to start to have access to handpicked events we share to members only. Also, if you become a member of the level 2 pro plan or the level 3 master, for example, if you access or become a member of the level 2 pro, you're also going to have access to the level 2 pro classes. This will give you access to the top-notch tutorials, classes like the live match corner kick strategy you can use for greater win. A simple trick to make consistent win, which we shared to members only of the level 2 pro plan. Never seen match prediction strategy that will amaze you. The comeback straight win soccer prediction strategy, the tactical straight win and 2.5 goal strategy for you, as well as the 99% win rate strategy for members only. Once you subscribe to become a member of the level 2 pro plan, you have access to all of these video tutorials in one place and start to apply this strategy to take your win to the next level. But if you become a member of the level 3 master, you have access to level 3 master classes as well at the same time. That gives you access to even more top tutorials like the excellent corner kick strategy we have revealed to members of the level 3 master only. Secret AI tool for goals match pick and straight wins probability for level 3 master only. The game changer corner kick strategy that revealed the top secret site we use to find corner kick events for members only, as well as 6 amazing AI tools we use, home and away win match prediction strategy step by step, and 2.5 goal strategy to beat the bookies and win even more. So once you become a member of the level 3 master, you have access to all master tutorial classes to become a master and start to take your winning to the next level. For those of you who want to join, the link is below this video. So without wasting time, let's now look at the first game we have to share with you on our today's list. Looking here at the first event, we are looking at Spain in the Liga F women. We are looking at Barcelona women against Sevilla FC women. The recent events or game played by the home team Barcelona women in the Liga LF have proved to be very offensive. They had a game against Atletico Madrid 6-0, in the CL itself against Wolfsburg 6, and the amazing power of its offense have proved to be very great. If we look at that of Sevilla, on the other hand, the offensive strength is not good. And we look at the home team having a higher offensive strength to take advantage against this opponent. If we look at the recent head-to-head they had, Barcelona women play at home in the CDRO. It leads against Sevilla by 8 goals against 0. This time it still have a very good form. And looking at the stand performance in terms of the recent event they have had, the form of the home team, Barcelona women, in terms of the recent event they have had, have proved to be very offensive. They sit on the 3rd place. They have had 5 games recently, 3 wins. They have scored 17, conceding 7. That's a very high offensive strength and defense as well. But if you look at that of Sevilla, in the recent event they've had, they've proved to sit right in the 10th position. They've had 5 games played, just 1 goal scored and 1 goal conceded in the games they have had at the way, to prove that the offense is not great. And looking at the stand performance and everything here, we want to look at 2 major picks in full time. For this particular event, we look at the home team, Barcelona women, to be the favorite to lead as one of the major picks, as well as the possibility of at least 1.5 goal in full time or 2 goals over is our major pick for this particular event in full time. Looking at the next, we looked at Scotland in the championship women, that is SWPL women. We are looking at Spartan women against Dundee United women. Spartan have proved to be very offensive in the recent event they have had this same year, scoring 3 goals, 6 goals, 6 goals in recent game played they have had. That of its opponent Dundee, on the other hand, concede very much. The defensive line is very weak, conceding huge number of goals, giving advantage for the home to take advantage of its weak defense. Looking at the recent head-to-head they just had, Spartan play at home in the SL1. It beats Dundee 6-1. This time it is still having a good form. Looking at the stand performance in terms of the recent event they've had by the form of the home and away, the home team Spartan have proved to be amazing. They sit on the 8th place, as you can see. In terms of the home game, they have had 5 game played, scoring 9, conceding 13. Offense is good, defense not very tight. If we look at Dundee as well, on the other hand, Dundee just proved that the defensive line is very weak, conceding 20 goals in just 5 games played. To prove that the defensive line is not good, and Spartan having an offense which is better, we want to take advantage of the weak defense of Dundee. So we look at 2 major picks here in full time. For this particular event, the home is our favorite to take the lead as one of the major picks. We also want to look at the possibility of 1.5 goal or 2.5 goals, since the defensive line of the away is very weak. These are our 2 major picks for this event in full time. Looking at the next, we looked at Greece in the Division A women. We are looking at Perivi women with PAOK women. In this event, of course, PAOK have proved to be better in recent event. They've had scoring 1, 1, and 5 in the recent gameplay they've had. If we look at that of the home in terms of the recent gameplay, they concede very much 1, 2, and 1 in the recent gameplay. Looking at the stand performance in terms of the recent event they've had, the away PAOK have proved to be better. They sit on the 3rd place. They've had 5 games played recently with 3 wins and 2 draws. They have not had any loss yet recently. They have scored 11, conceding 1, high offense and defense. But if we look at that of the home in terms of the recent event they've had, the defensive line is not very tight. They've had 5 games played, just 1 win, scoring 2 and conceding 5. As a result, we look at the way to take advantage of the weak defense of home to lead, and want to look at 1 to 2 major picks in full time. In this event, PAOK proved to be better, so look at it as our favorite, and to look at it to take the lead as one of the major picks, as well as at least 1.5 goal in this event in full time. In the next, we looked at Finland in the Suomen Cup. We're looking at Kontu against Honka in this event. Honka have always proved to be better, and looking at the recent overall gameplay they have had recently, Kontu have proved to have recent games recently where they score 4-2 in recent events, but that of the home have proved to concede very much, and the offense is not very strong. But looking at this particular event which they are coming to meet, it is the first 1/6 final of this event they are just coming to meet, and both of the 2 sides want to impress. And looking at this, we want to look at 2 major picks here in full time. This is the cup, and both of the 2 sides want to impress. Honka having better performance in recent event they've had, want to look at it as favorite to lead, but of course the home might also want to impress. So looking at just 1.5 goal is the major pick for this event in full time. Looking at the next, we looked at Faroe Island first the lead. We're looking at Vikingur 2 against B36 Torshavn. In this event, Vikingur have proved to score 3 goals, 5 goals, 4 goals, 5 goals in recent gameplay they have had. Offense is good. Torshavn proved to concede very much in the recent event they have had. And looking at this stand, they are coming to meet for this particular tournament. It is the 6th round. And looking at the form, the home team have proved that they sit in the 6th position. They have just had 2 games played, 3 goals scored, 2 conceded. Defense is not very tight, and offense seems good. If we look at that of its opponent, on the other hand, of course, they sit here in the 9th position. The defense is very weak, but the offense is better, not that very bad. They have scored 2 in 3 games played, to prove that both of the 2 sides have the capacity to score. And since both side defense are not very tight, both of the 2 sides want to impress, causing shoot on and off target to be more. So want to look at least 2 major picks here in full time. For these particular events, both of the 2 sides want to impress. So at least the possibility of 1.5 goals is our major pick here, or 2 goals over. And to those of you who want to have access to our handpick event, we will share to members only, as well as corner kick match picks we have just shared to them. Then of course you want to make sure to also become a member of the level 2 pro plan or level 3 master plan to have access to handpick events we share to members only with huge odds, as well as corner kick event and goals probability to take winning to the next height. Then you want to make sure to subscribe to also become a member to have access to membership match prediction picks. And of course, to those of you who want to join, the link is below this video description. Navigate that link, click and join to become a member and start to have access to these features. Good luck and see you again in the next upload, and bye-bye.